Hey all, and welcome back for another round of HFC Patreon TV comms. Today we're starting a new anime series by the name of Fairy Tail. We're going to be covering episodes 1 to 3, and these were commissioned by GamerGuy287. But what is Fairy Tail? Well, I have my magical book of mysteries here, known as Wikipedia, and it tells me that Fairy Tail is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Hiro Mashima. It was serialized in Kodansha's Weekly Shonen magazine from August 2nd, 2006 to July 26, 2017. Very long running. With the individual chapters collected and published into 63 tankobon volumes. The story follows the adventures of Natsu Dragneel, a member of the popular wizard guild Fairy Tail, as he searches the fictional world of Earthland for the dragon Igneel. So this all sounds right up my alley, so I recommend we just get straight into it, Volk, if you're ready, mate.
I'm good to go.
Let's do this shit. This is how we do these multi-part videos. We'll count it down into the first episode, and obviously we'll go through it. When we ask you to close the video, close it down and load up the next one, which will be episode 2 in this case. And while we're discussing stuff about the first episode, you can just get the second one ready, and so on and so forth, really. So here we go. Episode 1 of Fairy Tail in 3, 2, 1. Oh, this is exciting. I've heard a lot of good things about this, actually, but I've never sat down to watch it myself. We're watching the sub, by the way.
Yeah, I'm very much in the same ilk as you. I mean, this is a series that came out a good 10 years or so after One Piece, and somehow this ended before One Piece did. It is still going, as we all know. One Piece will never end. It will literally be around forever.
I guess so, mate. I guess so. So we have like a couple of ongoing fantasy series right now, but whereas Konosuba is sort of like a parody or a pastiche of all these tropes, I guess Fairy Tail plays it straight somewhat.
Yeah, it is a proper fantasy land as opposed to being an isekai, which is the Japanese term for a anime based in a fantasy world that is based within an MMORPG that is entirely fictional and not real in any way, shape, or form.
I can't believe that became so prevalent. It's got its own genre.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a bunch now, and a lot of really good ones. That time I got reincarnated as a slime is one that comes to mind that is doing very well for itself. And there's actually a new one that's actually out this season. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but the short of it is called Shield Hero, and kind of takes place in a MMO world where everything basically betrays him in one way or another, and he's basically hell-bent on trying to get back at them, but of course being the shield hero, he lacks any offensive properties whatsoever. So it's all about him trying to game the system.
Right, so we got a 2-guy, 2-girl formula here, and of course you got the mascot and whatnot.
It's Plu! It's literally Plu from Ravemaster, and of course that is very fitting because Hiro Mashima also made the series Ravemaster.
Ah, okay.
So this is what he went on to do afterwards. Apparently he wanted something a little bit more fun and more heartfelt as opposed to something that's rather sad and, you know, tragic, I guess, in a ways. I mean, I don't remember Ravemaster being that, like, sentimental, really, but the Wikipedia describes it as such, so I guess I never really got around to watching the entirety of Ravemaster, which is kind of unfortunate because I remember it actually being not too bad.
I'm seeing like a few familiar looking anime characters here, like the blonde chick looks like Winry from Full Metal Alchemist, and I swear there was like another woman who looked like Nico Robin from One Piece.
There might be a few here and there. I think it's more to the point that there are familiarities, but they're purely coincidental.
Oh, Natsu, you Naruto-looking motherfucker, get up, this is our stop.
This is me whenever I'm on the train to London. It's just like, it's a 2.5 to 3 hour trip, I'm just gonna nap it out.
Yeah, you might as well, mate, honestly. What, he gets train sick? What is this?
Well, I mean, some people get seasick. I mean, train sickness is not something we get to see very often.
Oh, we're starting strong with this protag.
Well, apparently he's meant to be rather powerful, but you wouldn't get that impression just from watching this first episode.
The Fairy Tail. Wow, it's a 1-episode series. How about that?
No, the Fairy Tail actually refers to the guild in which Natsu and co are affiliated with. God, look at all these potions and I can't afford any of them.
Well, that's the problem. You start off with like 5 gold, and when you're done buying your weapons and armor or one, that's it. What you got for me?
The whole premise of Fairy Tail's development seems to stem from the fact that Hero wanted something that was more like the sort of thing that... The best way to describe it is, you're going to the pub with your friends, and you get together to tell the story or go on some grand adventure afterwards. So it plays a little bit into D&D, a little bit of just going to the pub with your mates.
Okay.
And a lot of the characters are based on people that Hero knows personally.
Jesus, do I look like I'm fucking made of jewels?
I mean, jewels must have fallen on hard times. I remember one jewel used to go for quite a pretty penny. Now they're being used as singular currency.
Really? We're starting this way? Alright, whatever. No, it's...
Well, she isn't as hapless as other people I've seen attempt that exact same thing.
He only lowered it 1,000.
Well, I mean, all you did was wink at him. I mean, you gotta really turn on the big guns if you want to get a bigger discount than that, but then again, you've got self-respect to consider.
They're called breasts, folk. Guns are disrespectful. Ooh.
Actually, now that I'm seeing it more close up, a lot of the facial animations and stuff actually remind me of Full Metal Panic.
What's the difference between that and Alchemist?
Full Metal Panic is kind of based around mechs and military. There's like this really straight-edge guy that tries to practice so-called martial arts, but then pulls out like grenade launchers and tear gas and what have you, and just goes, I win.
I do like when a series has a singular goal, but the problem is once you hit that goal, you run the risk of, like, any episodes coming after being a bit superfluous.
That's why they'll never find One Piece, because they know once that happens, I'll have nowhere left to go.
Well, it was the friends we made along the way, Volk, that's why.
Why do I get the feeling this guy is going to be an evil dude later down the line?
What? Are her boobs throbbing? What's going on here?
It's that tingly sensation.
I see.
Oh god, hard eyes, motherfucker.
Isn't this guy meant to be a dragon?
Apparently that's not Igneel.
I'm salamander, motherfucker.
It's like, I'm not interested. You're not my dad, so I'm leaving.
It's nice having an army of fots at your beck and call, but at the same time, they'll never leave you alone.
I don't have the feeling this guy doesn't really have a problem with that. Considering they just keep turning Natsu into soup.
Yeah. Damn. Why don't we all recruit them to the Fairy Tail Guild?
He just summons his own red carpet, but, slight nitpick, that's actually purple.
I'm gonna say, yeah.
I get the feeling this guy isn't entirely legitimate.
Okay, so we have Natsu and the cat, and whoever the blonde chick is. Lucy, there we go.
Yep, her full name is Lucy Heartfiller, or Heartfilia. And the cat is called Happy.
Oh. Like out in the background, just like, politely curious. Look, just get over it, Lucy. You'll find your money down the road. That's how these missions work.
Exactly.
She's a welcome change from Aqua in Konosuba, I can tell you that much.
Oh, ain't that the truth. Actually, did you know that Konosuba got a dub very recently?
Really?
Yeah, it got dub on Crunchyroll about a week ago. I've actually been watching back the episodes we've seen before through the dub, and my god, they got Darkness's voice actor on point.
Oh god.
It is so good.
Well, we're not recording comms, I might give that a watch then.
Also, the Headless Horseman is voiced by Dio, or at least the English voice actor for Dio, so there is that as well.
Oh, Patrick Seitz.
Yep.
Neat.
Yeah, it's a very, very solid dub overall, but Darkness just takes it a step further. Like, Christina V, or whatever her name was, she does an incredible job.
What is this Hoback talking about, Happy?
Well, she's saying she wants to join a guild with lots and lots of wizards, so I'm guessing this is how she gets roped into Fairy Tail eventually.
How do you feel about the animation of one so far, mate?
Pretty good so far. I mean, you have to remember this is made in 2009. So we're a good 10 years on at this point, but even then, you wouldn't really notice it was from 10 years ago, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I guess that's art style that helps a lot with it.
I think it's all to do when you have when you have plans for such a long-running series, you don't really strain the animation budget too much unless it's for like really truly hype moments. So a lot of the tricks to be able to put down the cost, I imagine, are pretty much constant throughout, with maybe the slight up in quality over the years.
Do dragons even exist anymore? Oh, yeah, they're very rare. There we go.
It's not like in Monster Hunter where there are a dime a dozen.
It's like, rah, I'm a dragon. Oh, that's cool. I saw 4 of you on the way here.
What the hell's going on? I think I always got whiplash from that mood change.
At least they're polite. It's nice to have a pro tag that has manners.
That is true. Not weird, perverse, all high and mighty dudes who think they know everything.
That doesn't go
Do not want!
doesn't go for any kind of legal tender.
Here, have this autograph. It'll be worth loads when eBay finally gets invented.
Yikes. Maybe we need to get into this guild and change its reputation for the better, then.
They're just straight up Playboy in the middle.
Yeah, how do you get into this? An interview process. I'll put on my finest suit, I put on my wizard's hat and cape.
I mean, judging by the contents of that magazine, she'd have a better chance passing herself off as a bikini model to get in.
I was just here, looking in the bush.
I was not totally trying to perv on your mag or anything.
Nice. There's just enough self-awareness in the humour for this to work without it becoming pastiche.
So, have you really heard much about Fairy Tail before? I know you haven't really gotten around to watching it, but it's one of those... I would be hard-pressed to consider it like a true institution, but it's definitely very popular. Like, not quite on the same tier as like Naruto and One Piece, obviously, but sort of on the same level as Bleach or something along those lines.
If I've heard spoilers before, I would have forgotten them by now, honestly. But yeah, everywhere I've seemed to have gone on the internet, people have been talking about Fairy Tail. Not hugely, but it's definitely prevalent.
I think I'm in the same situation as you. There was a lot that I was kind of shown just off the beaten path browsing the likes of Reddit or Twitter, but I have literally forgotten everything at this point apart from like a few characters being Natsu, Lucy, and Happy. Apart from that, I know basically nothing else.
That's good, that's good. Wow.
Purple Hermit!
And Lucy was acting like Suzy Q there for a second, so it worked.
She actually was.
Alright, anime over, she did the thing. Oh, she's smarter than she looks.
Maybe, although, is Salamander really a part of Fairy Tail? I'm pretty sure from what I remember, there's some kind of tattoo that kinda tips you off to being in there, and I haven't seen that tattoo yet, although that might be down to my lack of awareness.
I guess we'll see. Right, you're not even on the ship yet.
That's some next level, like, travel sickness if you get sick even thinking about it.
I gotta get in there. Fairy Tail is the place to be.
Now, I don't actually know if he's actually a member of Fairy Tail at this point, or if he joins in later on, but I'm pretty sure he's already a member. We just don't know it yet.
Okay. I have the finest wine. Boat wine is better than any other kind of wine.
No, floaty wine is even better!
This dialogue, though. Thank you, Lucy. No.
What would be the male version of a thought? Because I'm pretty sure he just told him to be gone.
Fuck boy. Be gone, fuck boy.
Alright, that works.
I have standards, after all. You call your thing a red carpet, but it's actually purple, you know? Oh, you have goons, hired goons. He does have an insignia, but that's not the fairy tale one.
I wonder what he is affiliated with, and god, that look, you can just tell he has menacing intent.
Ah, he's a pirate.
I think you've just been roped into a pimp boat.
Yikes, I wish you hadn't described it like that, but it's fine.
Oh no, the red carpet isn't actually red! My one weakness!
You gave me the spicy keys! Oh, Salamander, why would you give Lucy the spicy keys? And Natsu's gonna catch it, or a fish will give it to Natsu.
Say goodbye to your precious Exodia!
What the fuck? They're sleep pleasuring. He's not in Fairy Tail! He doesn't have the tattoo or anything!
Surprise!
What the fuck?
Well, I suppose that's one way to get around travel sickness, just jump.
Oh, did you...
And now the boat is sinking.
Oh god, no, it was just like creaking from side to side.
Just imagine if you just went straight through the boat. It takes a lot of self-control to stop at that exact moment. Either that or the wood they use for the flooring in that particular room is much stronger.
Alright, Natsu then, no... Oh! Yeah, okay, take Lucy away from here. The prominence!
Liking the music.
Oh yeah, it's pretty great. Oh, it's pretty.
Alright, I'm done being sick now. Time to kick your ass!
So let's engage in magical fisticuffs. Oh, son of a bitch!
I knew I shouldn't have flunked out of Sentai school.
Well, it's a good job Lucy can swim.
Ah, her keys.
Just kicking the shit out of him.
What's with the freaking Looney Tunes Flintstones running in the background as well? Oh, we're gonna see some celestial magic?
Oh, is it gonna be a Sailor Moon transformation sequence? Gate of the Water Bearer.
Love the doorbell.
Okay, that is a straight-up Yu-Gi-Oh monster.
Yeah, it's not quite Persona. Like, it has the whole Persona theme, just instead of tarot cards, she has keys. But, yeah, that's definitely something I'd see in a Mermaid deck or something like that.
I don't want to, though.
You need at least 3 badges to train me.
Yeah, treat us with respect if you're gonna summon us.
Well, I mean, it wasn't entirely her fault. I mean, she wasn't the one that up and threw the keys. Orb of Tornami!
Love me some Charlotte Showdown, mate. I don't care what Hell Dragon says.
Oh, I love it too. Jack Spice is like my favourite character in like cartoons, period.
He was supposed to be the Dragon of Metal, but that never panned out.
Yeah, I think I remember you mentioning that at one point. But no, I kind of prefer him as like the almost comical villain that occasionally has that moment where he gets his own and has that moment of confidence.
Yeah. What the fuck? Happy has such a cute voice, but not in an annoying or grating way, which is really refreshing.
Or has one of those weird tics where they say like a word or a phrase or a noise at the end of every sentence.
Yeah, you can say Tamara, it's fine.
Hey, I don't mind Tama so much. For some reason, Tama doesn't grate on me the same way as other mascot characters tend to.
Oh. Is he gonna show his tattoo?
It's like he's played by an entirely different voice actor. He's gotten serious.
There it is!
Yep, there's the tattoo.
You are fake fot!
If I remember correctly, Natsu's supposed to have like dragon slaying magic or something like that.
Well, he is going after Ignail, mate. That would be very helpful. Oh shit. Jiren approaches.
It's just like, yeah, that's right, I got gains, what are you gonna do about it? Hey, you stole my goddamn line!
It's okay. It's just for dramatic effect. He's gonna be fine.
He's gonna be standing in the fire as if nothing happened.
Yeah, well, that's gonna come right back to you, Salamander.
He ate the fire?
That's like Cell eating a Kamehameha and spitting it back.
I'm surprised that hasn't been done at one point. You know, considering the amount of mouth beams and things like that we see, I'm surprised we haven't had a Dragon Ball character that didn't just straight up eat an energy wave and then just like spit it back at them.
Oh, here we go!
Oh, he's gonna give that fire back. Oh, he's doing it AP style like Bakugo.
I love the summoning seals and whatnot. It's okay. I only made the combustion magic and he's fine, I guess.
I wager it's probably not all fire, but I imagine fire is his forte.
Ooh.
I don't think this is the first time where we've had like a very early episode pretending to be the main hero and then he just suddenly appears and kicks everyone's ass.
I wasn't expecting Dragon Ball style fights in the first episode, I'm gonna be honest.
Well, they gotta bring the hype somehow, and I think with One Piece and what have you doing so well, Fairy Tail had to kinda come out with all fists swinging. So, he's not really a half-dragon, he just has the power of dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Look, you've tried this many, many times now.
Oh, so he already knows Igneal.
I'm pretty sure from the Wikipedia, his father is actually Igneal.
Ah, okay.
That's like the main plot line for Fairy Tail is that he's looking for his dad, because for some reason he's disappeared and he wants to know why.
Finishing blow!
I'm gonna punch you with an entire dragon.
KO!
Looks like we're blasting off a- oh, wait, no. The bell stopped him.
Yeah, I think we kind of destroyed the entire town. Whoopsie doodle.
All's well that ends well.
Here comes the cavalry. Yeah, this might give a bit of a bad name to Fairy Tail, honestly.
Well, there we go. She didn't have to worry about an audition or anything. Just like, hey, come with me if you want to live.
Yeah, let's check out the ED, just to be careful that there's no stinger and whatnot. Nice segue into the ED, by the way.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of a happier version of the first ED for Food Wars.
That's weird. We're watching the sub, but there's like English credits.
Oh yeah, there's like English portions in the actual song.
Okay. Okay, there we go, Japanese cast.
Hey, it's Blue again!
Oh.
I wonder if he's like one of the things that she can summon as a Celestial then. I'm actually wondering if that's the case, and he's just like another character that just happens to be there. Like, maybe there's gonna be like a Rave Master crossover at some point. I wouldn't mind seeing a Natsu and Haru team up. Swords and sorcery.
I know she had a tattoo on her hand. Let's see if that plays out. Or pays off, even.
The next couple of episodes will probably be her induction period.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you literally walk through a door and sort of gets her hand stamped, right? Don't wash your hand, you'll need that to get back into the bar.
It's okay, it's permanent ink. What? But it gives you magic.
That's good! But like I said, you can't wash it off. It's bad. But it
Oh.
glows in the dark. That's good.
Jesus.
It's also been known to cause cancer.
Jesus. That was the video. It's okay. It's all good. That was episode 1 of Fairy Tale, man. I'm loading up the second here. What did you think of that?
It was a very, very solid first episode. Definitely a lot more bombastic and action-packed than I was expecting.
I enjoyed that a lot. It was a lot of fun, nice action, animation was good, music was really good. So we're now following the adventures of Natsu, Lucy, and Happy. And thank God they have, like, regular-ass names for the most part, because it makes them very easy to remember.
Oh, ain't that the truth? I mean, Happy's easy to remember, Lucy's easy to remember. Natsu's like the only outlier so far, but... yeah, it's easy to keep track of. You don't have all, like, these Honoka and Harukas, like, all congregating in the same room to get them confused.
Oh, God, don't get me started on, like, Kingdom Hearts back cover with, like, Inri and Galu and Aced. Jesus.
That's a whole different set of worms, but let's get into episode 2, shall we?
Alright, episode 2 of Fairy Tale in 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, what are you expecting here, Bob?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. I'm thinking on the lines of there's going to be a focus on Lucy's induction period, possibly, but there are also characters in the opening we haven't seen. So, whilst I think maybe that'll be involved, I'm also curious to see if they'll start introducing new characters right away. I know this is a fairly longer running series, so maybe for the sake of pacing, they won't do it right away. Maybe they'll just maintain the focus on the main three for now, do a little bit of world building and like character development and really let the initial group gel together first.
Okay.
Kind of like what we had in One Piece, where they introduced like Luffy, Zoro, and Nami relatively quickly, but it was a little while before we got to the 4th crew member, then the 5th, and so on and so forth.
Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing other guilds first and foremost, honestly.
Well, we've got a taste of one, although we don't know a great deal about it, other than there's a bastard who doesn't know the difference between red and purple.
Yeah, for sure. Why did he... That's gonna bother me for the whole series now. Why did he call it Red Carpet?
Who knows, maybe it was a subtitling error.
Maybe, who knows.
Although I'm pretty sure he said it kind of in English, so I don't think we can really give him that excuse either.
No, you need to subtitle everything. Don't just say the Japanese stuff in Japanese. Oh, whatever. I'm just nitpicking at this point. Natsu needs to find Igneel, that's the only thing that matters.
I'm kind of curious of what the armor chick's deal is. Like, she doesn't strike me as the sort to use magic, but then again, that's like the whole point of this show. Like, there's wizardry and all what have you. But it would be interesting to sort of have a knight character there as kind of a break from the status quo and just have someone stabbing people to death.
And do paladins use magic, or am I thinking of something else? Is that a red mage?
No, paladins have been known to use holy magic or healing magic, depending on what you play. I mean, in Final Fantasy games, paladins can obviously use white magic, like curing spells, holy, etc. Whereas in Dungeons and Dragons terms, they'll have stuff like cure wounds and turn undead and things like that.
Alright, here we go. Let's see how Lucy's induction to Fairy Tale goes, if it even happens in this episode.
Yeah, like I said, it could just be as easy as getting a hand stamped, but I'm not sure. I reckon there'll be tests involved. But she is a Celestial, so I'm willing to bet she probably has what it takes to do it.
I won't let you ruin Fairy Tale's name, I'll do that myself!
Over the course of 800 episodes. I'm not sure if there were actually 800 episodes, I just literally threw a number out there. I think it's meant to be more like 500 or so.
Well, we'll see. Oh, but they're such scamps, and they pay us very, very generously, so we'll let the guild stay open.
I just got flashbacks at Organization 13 at that moment. Good tidings, everyone.
Yeah, when is the last time any of us ever felt anything?
When was the last time we were drawn in colour?
Oh, there it is.
Pretty banging pad, I gotta say.
For sure.
This is a guild that's been around for a while and has been able to get all like the bells and whistles added to their little clubhouse.
Fire, Dragon, Monkey, and Bull. I'm assuming they're like some of Lucy's spells.
Maybe, or perhaps they'll be the enemies we'll be facing.
They could be both.
Maybe so. What the hell is with Buck-Teeth Lupin over there?
Well, that's true. It's up for Natsu to determine whether they're lies or not. Oh my god. Seems Fairy Tail's a rowdy lot.
Just suddenly bar fight. This is just like I imagined.
It's so kawaii. I feel truly at home here.
Barroom brawls as far as the eye could see. Oh god, it is literally Bakugo.
It's Grey Fullbuster. Okay, he's a colour. That's easy to remember. I really hope he goes up to Natsu and goes, Natsu, you son of a bitch!
I don't think the arms are muscular enough to pull that off.
Kana. Okay. Is that a bit of, like, public domain music I hear in the background, or fancying up?
It does sound like it, Jesus Christ. It's just like, I'm gonna need an entire keg to get through this one.
Oh, they're just throwing characters at us now.
Oh, that reminds me of... Oh, I can't remember his name, but he's from Seven Deadly Sins.
I think I know who you're talking about. Man.
Nice and simple. Alright, we can simply call him Man. Fucking can in the background as well.
That's what I was thinking of. This guy reminds me of, like, fucking... what am I thinking of? Matt from Digimon 02.
It's a little bit like Matt from Digimon if he was dressed like a creator character from Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
And fused with Izzy, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of Izzy as well.
Hello, I'm Boobs.
Oh no, this is the woman from the magazine.
Okay, have you been keeping track of all the characters so far? I lost track after Grey.
Well, I know there's Man, and I know there's the bikini modeler, which we're looking at now. I know there's Grey Fullbuster.
His name wasn't Man, that was just a feature he exemplifies.
I don't care, he is called Man from this point on.
Yeah, I guess all this roughhousing is good for the soul. Oh no, she's dead.
Man killed her!
What the fuck? Thought this wasn't gonna be a horror anime. What the fuck is the guild leader to sort this out?
She's literally dead at the moment.
Okay, let's break out the magic. Rock, paper, scissors!
Oh, they're breaking out all the magical trinkets now.
Happy, you need to be... oh, Jesus.
Oh god, Chopper, what are you doing here? We told you, you can't just go into monster point form.
Oh, this is the old dude from the intro, I think. I recognise his horns, they look like the hat the dude wore.
It's good to know Margie's still alive again. I can't believe Natsu's dead. And it's only episode 2. Oh god, he's about to nut.
It's okay, he's de-nutting, if anything. Oh, he did the, what the fuck is her name? Arale thing. Never watched Dr. Slump. I should. It's okay. Despite his diminutive size, he is super powerful, I think.
Well, I mean, he basically squashed Natsu underfoot. I mean, don't let his size fool you. He has chops to back it up from what we can tell so far.
It's all complaints. You play music too loud, you start fights in the town, but god damn it, you pay us so much money.
And it's just from the magazine sales at that. Really, I don't need any of you.
That's probably why they do it in the first place, yeah.
It's okay, Marty's covering it.
To hell with the... yeah, I don't give a fuck!
Oh, he is the badass principal.
He burned the things, the bills, the receipts, and let Natsu eat them. Jesus.
Dude, the pump and the hat on those dudes.
I'm trying to think of if I've heard the old guy's voice before.
I feel like he's been in a lot of things, but at the same time I feel like I may be playing into stereotypes a little bit.
Yeah, let me see if I can get the anime up here. Let's see.
So essentially he's saying, if you want to learn the ways of magic proper, don't be too restricted.
He is voiced by Shinpachi Tsuji in Japanese, and I don't know who that is, so I'm just gonna have a look.
Wow. It's literally just being stamped, and she's now a member.
Alright, you win, mate.
So I guess we're not getting an induction, more like a first mission. And did she just call her Luigi?
He was in One Punch Man in the OVA, and The Ninja Who Was Too Complicated. He was in Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward as Fordan. Space Dandy, Naruto Shippuden as Pakun. Scrolling down. He's in Fairy Tail as Makarov Dreyar, the Guildmaster of Fairy Tail. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood as Heinkel. And that's about all I can be asked to have a look through.
Oh, so he doesn't play the older characters all that often then. Yeah, we have a reputation to uphold, and if he did die, we will deny his very existence.
Damn, you gotta have some balls on you to punch out the head of a guild, and then run away.
Well, I mean, he is the son of a wizard, he probably has a bit of power behind him.
Guess he's gonna go sort this mess out.
Good on Natsu. I mean, he's looking out for his fellow guildies.
And I can't stop him anyway. I'm too drunk right now.
In before they start another bar fight. Yeah, I suppose that's true, seeing as Natsu's in a very similar situation. He's kind of waiting out for his dad as well.
Also, Fairy Tail is like the Hufflepuff of the guilds and whatnot. They just took the rest.
Are you implying that actual Hufflepuff got into bar fights on a regular basis?
Well, I'm not saying yes and I'm not saying no.
Well, I mean, we don't really know what they were up to, like, most of the time, so for all we know, they could have done. They could have just got drunk and just started fighting each other.
Look, alright, it's canonical that, canon even, that Hufflepuff's dorms are closest to the kitchen, so they can sneak out some, like, ginger beer, or whatever, whenever they like.
Butterbeer with extra alcohol content.
Yeah, his foster dad was a dragon. Did I forget to mention that? Are we also covering a thing where there's like a dragon who turns into a human?
Well, that would be Dragon Maid, but we've only done 2 episodes of that so far.
Oh, that was fun.
Although I'm not sure if he's actually human at all. I think he's just literally a dragon.
Yeah, and then he just poof, up and vanished. Maybe he was trying to teach his foster son a lesson, but...
Well, it's a good thing they went with the foster son angle, otherwise there would be a lot of questions being raised right now.
Yeah, especially since it's like a male dragon with possibly a female woman.
It's just like, but wait, how did they... Look, just don't worry about it, okay?
Oh, thanks for dumping us right in Ice Cap Zone, old man.
This is just like zoning in every MMO ever. Just like, you're in this vast, like, savannah, and then, like, you go across one zone, suddenly snow. Man, I hope no evil wizard starts throwing boulders at us.
What? Is that meant to be a magic spell? No, I'm just mumbling. I got something in my throat.
Yeah, I never quite got the wizard speak in Lord of the Rings, to be honest with you. I thought they were just throwing words at each other, just like, there's a boulder here! Blah, 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 blah.
It's time, motherfucker. Time magic go!
Lucy, it's only episode 2. You can't go summoning marks at this early stage.
Bites the dust door. Ah, Cogsworth. Didn't expect to see you here.
No, this is Cogsworth's much more successful brother.
What the fuck?
Did she literally just summon him for warmth?
I guess so. Look, I don't think that glass is very fake. I could probably hear her when she talks. Natsu's got the banter, I like it.
The banter's strong in this one.
Marco Polo, hey!
I'm pretty sure that's not him. It's the long-lost member of the DK crew.
Forbidden Kong. Thanks for being... Oh, he's just going.
Help me already, she says.
It's fucking freezing. How the hell did Macau get up here? Ah yes, oh my god.
This is how gorillas in this universe get their free com.
Oh god. What the fuck, a digital sound? You have keys, now's the time to use one.
I didn't want to say I saw that coming, but at the same time I was expecting something more.
Look, I just want to get my nut off, alright? I didn't attack any kids.
Look, all I've had are magazines for the past 15 years. It's time for me to have the real thing, damn it.
Do you know how hard it is to get a subscription up to these mans? It ain't cheap.
The Amazons don't even deliver order holes to this place.
Jesus, folk.
Well, you gotta hand it to him, you know what he wants.
Not girl. Woman! With magical keys!
Alright, who's he gonna summon this time? We've had a clock and a weird mermaid.
Torosa!
I guess this is where the title comes in. Oh man, that literally looks like a way manlier version of Chopper.
Little bit. Oh god, he's a pervert as well.
He's moved! Good, now fight for my love! From one bar fight to another, I guess.
Awaken, my mooster!
I'm loving Taurus's wordplay.
It's pretty great. Oh, okay. You kicked the wrong one. To be fair, they both have spots. While I was busy climbing back up the mountain, I wasn't to know, alright?
Well, at least she asked afterwards.
Yeah, what kind of bullshit are you talking about?
He's a friend, not a thing.
That's Natsu logic. Doesn't get sick while riding happy. Does get sick on any kind of vehicle.
Like, the whole thing about motion sickness is that it's more because it's an enclosed space, whereas if it's open air, usually it's alright.
This is the part of the episode where I get serious. I'm only allotted so much animation budget for this.
I'm moving forward at 5 frames per second.
I'll burn the whole mountain down!
You know, he hasn't actually said if he has him or not. It's like, dude, you got the wrong ape.
So I'm going to tits up Volk. Does Natsu have the nutsu to get through this in one piece?
Not with the ice. But then again, he is strong.
Melt the axe. Melt the axe with your fire powers.
He is actually doing the melty axe.
There you go.
And eating. He is eating the axe.
Jesus Christ.
This guy has absolutely no chill. He'll literally eat a battle axe in front of you.
Yeah! KO!
But if he's unconscious, how are we supposed to know where Macau is?
Didn't think that far ahead, honestly. Oh my god! I think I'm reading too much tropes of this. What?
No, he was Macau.
Oh. Okay. Was it a curse? A takeover on him. Okay, body possession spell, got it. I thought Macau was the kid's name, I wasn't paying attention.
So Vulcans don't necessarily have a physical form, I'm guessing?
Sounds a little bit like a Wendigo. It would make sense they're upon a man. God, it feels like I was punched by some anime protagonist.
He's been in there with a scrap of them, but why? Was it for a quest or something?
He wants to prove himself to Romeo.
Oh yeah, they're jobs in this world, not quests. This is not an MMO world.
Yep, we're not watching Konosuba, mate.
It's kind of hard when there's been so many isekais in general. You kind of forget that fantasy can just be fantasy.
I'm just enjoying the bro moment, okay? Feels like a lifetime away, and a mountain away. The fairy tale wizards and jokes. They start brawls and bar fights.
Drunks, yes. Cowards, I wouldn't say that too up close to them, to be entirely honest.
Oh, you might be right about that, red-headed chick in the intro being a knight, mate, because they just explicitly called out wizards as being bad and knights being cool. Aww. How many apes did you kill, Dad? All of them, son. I genocided those motherfuckers into the dust.
But you know, said you only killed Night. Just let me have this moment.
And other one, thank you!
Well, to be fair, she didn't really do all that much other than hide inside a
Oh, okay. There you go.
She was the emotional support.
Yeah. Aww. Ain't that just life? Ain't that just life?
July 4th, rain, and more rain.
So yeah, they're all boisterous and whatnot, but they're good people with hearts of gold.
One day I'll get into a bar fight of my own, and then I'll truly earn my keep.
Do 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 do.
For a second there I thought, wait, is the video frozen but the sound's still going?
Should we close up here?
Yeah, let's go for it. I'm quite ready to watch episode 3 straight away, to be honest with you.
But before then, just to give people time to set up, how did you feel about episode 2, mate?
I think it's a good little story just to kind of get the hang of the camaraderie of the fairy tale crew. You know, they're a boisterous lot, to say the very least, but at the end of the day, they look out for each other. They're more than capable of looking after themselves, but when troubles are brewing, they'll come by and they'll have your back.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, nice bit of action. I guess Natsu is going to do that one-punch thing every single episode now, but hey, I'm used to anime tropes and whatnot, so if you're ready, Volk, I have episode 3 up here.
Yep, I'm ready to go.
Alright, episode 3 of Fairy Tail, the last one we're covering in this batch today, in 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, and we start with the rather lengthy intro again, where we get the explanation of this world every single time.
It's very much the same as One Piece, where you get Goldie Roger going, "My fortune is yours for the taking, but you'll have to find it first." Gaio! Gaio!
Dreaming!
God damn it. I'm not sure how I entirely feel about that particular dub intro. Like, I respect it on the one side, but also I just wish it would die horribly.
Jesus, Vogue.
It's no Ultimate Muscle, let me just put it that way.
How did Ultimate Muscles go again?
These bad boys from outer space, Ultimate
Muscle!
Here to body slam the human race.
Ultimate Muscle!
Wrestlers race to our defense with strength and speed and flatulence.
I like it just on that alone, honestly.
Put it this way, the dub for Ultimate Muscles opening was way more honest about the contents than the Japanese version was, but the Japanese version is hype as hell.
Fair enough, mate, fair enough. I think I watched a few episodes of the Muscle dub when I was in hospital, when I was like 15, having my tonsils out.
Ooh, I watched through the whole thing. It was all kinds of silly. I loved it.
Alright, so we got Grey. Let's see if I can remember these people's names. She hasn't been introduced yet, so that's cheating.
But no, we have a Grey Fullbuster. We're not quite sure. His powers involve ice. That's about the extent of what we know. We have a guy with glasses who I think's powers relate to wind, perhaps? He has green glowy things, so we could assume either wind or some kind of nature powers, perhaps? Margie has the power of presenting her figure in a magazine.
That's Mirror Jane, mate. I remember that one. How do you feel about the OP?
I quite like it. It's not really absolutely mind-blowing, but it's a decent bop. I can get behind it. Like, the actual action being portrayed is quite nice as well.
This is like the ultimate clash of knights versus wizards here. I wonder how that'll play out.
Well, before we can have swords and sorcery, we must have swords versus sorcery.
Indeed. Previously on the episode you just watched.
Property damage!
Ah, I see, so we're working towards buying that dog key, I suppose. I became a wizard the other day. That's not important.
Well, she became a member of Fairy Tail the other day. She's been a wizard for a while.
I kind of like this, like the plain straight wizard fantasy thing, you know?
Yeah, I can appreciate it after all the times where obviously we've had the parodies and the isekais and what have you. I quite like having something that plays it straight edge.
Yeah, so I'm all about the retro, really.
We actually used to have a Rayburn in one of the old places I used to live.
What the fuck?
I wouldn't raise it like that much higher though, to be honest.
I'm sorry, we need a place to live.
Of course, at the end of the day, Happy is still a cat.
Is it your diary?
Maybe it's the novel she's been working on.
Fairy tale? Who would ever read this?
No, she just has One Piece as it's so far.
Yeah.
Oh wow, they have Super Smash Bros. In this universe? I wonder what characters they have. It's probably all Fire Emblem characters.
It'd fit with the art style, that's for fucking sure. I prefer Key Guys. It gets straight to the point. So I'm assuming like they're all based on the Zodiac, so there is at least 12.
Ah, I think I know what they're going for here. The gold ones are like based around zodiac signs, and then the silver ones are based on what I'm guessing are household items that you can typically find in the common household.
This reminds me of Katamari Damacy, where you have to, and I'm not paraphrasing or incorrectly quoting here, make cancer.
Maybe the key just summons the crab rave.
Yeah, possibly.
It's just like, alright, we're gonna distract the enemy. Crab goes.
Alright, let's see some magic.
So I wonder if the whole key thing, they have to be manufactured, or if, like, the particular thing is, like, fused to the key. Like, is there a limit? Oh, wait, is this Plu?
Summon little dog.
Yes, it's not entirely Plu, it is a carrot-nosed dog, though.
Aww. Did you get a bomb key or something?
No, it's just the callback mascot. Look how adorable it is.
Oh, that's what you were talking about when you were talking about Smash Bros.
Yeah, that's who literally called out Luigi at episode 2.
Oh, they're making a schedule.
That's damn adorable.
Sure, let the Irishman in the house. Go fiddle-dee-dee elsewhere. At least she's not taking advantage of the spirits, I appreciate that.
I can appreciate her Valvatore-style philosophy. You always keep a promise.
What does it mean, though?
Oh right, it is Plu. It is literally the same one. At least I assume it's the same one.
It's a snowman. It ain't nothing to do with no dog.
I don't think I ever see Plu make a face like that in Rave Master. Man, this is really making me want to watch Rave Master again.
Well, what is Rave Master?
It was a show about a guy who collects all kinds of different swords.
Ah, that sounds pretty neat, honestly.
It is rather neat. There was a guy called Musica who did some shit, and then there's Ellie who was actually a experiment called 3173. It was pretty hyped, to be honest with you, although I only remember watching, like, maybe a season. It fell into one of those sort of animes that was, like, really, really hard to sort of see what happens after the first season. Ah, the mascots are getting along beautifully.
Why do I always get the perverts? Why do I always get the perverts? Any excuse to get her in an outfit, eh? Natsu, you had this plan from the start. Oh yeah. Yeah, Natsu got up before any of them. You know, the early bird gets the worm.
If you weren't so busy bar fighting, you would probably be able to get these jobs a lot more often.
I guess the job's that much harder then.
I imagine so, or maybe there was something new that came about that made the job trickier. Either that or the person is just being uncharacteristically generous.
That refills my drink. See, this is making me very uncomfortable.
Poor Happy. It's just like, I get to be the master for a change. No, you don't.
Why does she have a whip? What kind of maid is this?
The kind that you would probably see in 50 Shades of Grey. That's my nearest guess.
Yeah.
You know, there are kinks like that. Oh, I know that type of fish. I have a Yu-Gi-Oh card with one of those on it.
A cat knows nothing of perversions.
Ah, that's right, it's a Mumbo. There we go. Little fact there for you.
Not a sunfish or anything?
No, not as far as I'm aware, unless it's just a Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
Okay.
In a pinch, probably. I'm pretty sure that's like drinking your own piss.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like it's very much restricted and very much frowned upon.
You know, Bear Grylls is actually a wizard in this world. He's a pissomancer.
Euromancy.
There you go. I heard everything. Thought that was Ayanuma for a second. I brought you here because I don't know what to make the next Zelda game about. Right, destroy or burn a book? Yeah, there we go.
Daybreak. That sounds like a Twilight novel.
It sounds like the town in Kingdom Hearts back cover. That's money! Money!
Recurring numbers are too much for me!
I love these characters. This is such a fun anime so far.
It really is. I'm loving the chemistry between these three so far. I'm hoping it doesn't end up going on the wayside when we introduce more.
Ah, massacre, Bacana. Let's do this.
Sorry, I'm gonna kill you, you damn book!
It has to be destroyed. It has all the secrets of Smash Bros.
I'm wondering if that's the case. Maybe there's multiple books? I'm reaching a little bit, but if a book has that much significance to this one person to put a bounty of 2 million jewels on it, I'm fairly sure there's, like, something going on. Like, maybe there are multiple books and they provide seals or something like that.
Oh no!
Level 1 mobster, level 100 boss. Level... No, wait. This is a level 200 mafia.
Yeah, that's how mafia works.
Man, that is some epic nose hair.
Wow.
Begone, Fot!
We have specific tastes. Well, this is a subversion.
I can't but think that one of them looks like a giraffe, and honestly, I feel bad for thinking that.
Oh, well, I was thinking, llama, so... Look, all you gotta do is transfigure yourself with, like, I don't know, some alchemy and make yourself look like a horse.
Or, you know, a cast iron frying pan to the face. That'll sort it out proper. Reconstructive bone surgery.
Yikes. Well, he seems to be on top of all this, mate, so it's not going to be as easy as just getting him burning stuff, I guess.
Well, I mean, if he is a level 200 mafia, he has to know a thing or two.
Stop saying that. That has no bearing in this world and it's only going to confuse me.
Oh yeah, the army is a thing in this. I always completely forgot about that. They just literally ran away from the army, and the army just literally went, it's fine. We'll get him another time.
Oh, happy.
You tried.
You're so rambunctious.
You little scamp.
Here, piss directly into my mouth.
No, his mouth wasn't the toilet bowl, it just had like a hood ornament on it.
I mean, you get bored being a wizard after so long, you want a class change, you know?
Well, that was easy.
Oh god.
This kind of reminds me of the Maker Sisters in some weird way. Begone, Cindy! You're not casting re-raise on anyone!
He was nearly crushed between boobs. A fate worse than death.
He literally opened the door with his foot. This man is unstoppable.
Alright, if I was a book that needed to be burned, where would I be?
You'd be in with the toilet recreational reading. No, that's just a reproduction model.
Yeah, that's the one we've been brought here to burn. But I think Everloo has some wizards on backup.
How are they going to actually verify that the book has been burned? Because I figured the only way you'd be able to do that is to bring the book back first, and then burn it in front of him.
It probably gives off a signal when it's been burnt.
But that would just confirm my suspicions.
Indeed. That's fraud. We may be wizards, but we're not Yoshis. Hello!
You should have just told me I have like 10 copies.
Yeah, I'm just as confused as you, Happy, honestly.
A series of underground tunnels, meticulously placed to fit with the architecture of this mansion.
No, it's still my property! No, it's technically still his, Natsu.
I'll memorize every damn page! Did the guy on the right just say good afternoon?
He did indeed. He did indeed.
Good evening, gentleman Shokun.
Begin the game. Alright, let's do this shit.
I'm not sure about the guy on the left, but the guy on the right looks like he's about to summon Gate Guardian in attack mode.
I was just about to say they remind me of... Who were those brothers, exactly?
I'm pretty sure they were just called, like, the Gate Guardian brothers or something like that.
Well, bye.
No, the guy on the right reminds me of him, but the guy on the left reminds me of a character I'd probably seen, like, Digimon Story or something like that.
Yeah.
He'd, like, hang out with Jimmykin, who's part of Jimmykin's band.
Who is this mom?
No, he's literally saying, I will tell my mom on you.
Oh, okay, so they were watching. Are they gonna, like, counter with water magic? Okay, fire type, holder type.
Well, ability type and holder type, but yeah, you got the idea.
Oh no! Episode 3, we already get a counter.
It's just like, can we wrap this up? I got a Moonlight and Cooking Master Boy in a moment.
I'll burn the whole fucking mansion down to get what I want. No, I didn't ask what your weakness is. Yeah, that's a personal issue.
Oh, that's coming out of his paycheck. And that. Well, credit to them, they're at least talking smack while still fighting. Well, kind of.
Come get some. Really?
Oh god, it's the speed reading glasses.
Hello?
Look, you've had it for God knows how long. Why haven't you found out yourself?
I don't know if he's an actual wizard or not.
Maybe he's just very lazy and he just keeps books just to look sophisticated.
Just because he's not, like, super physically trained, don't count Natsu out just yet. Oh, please tell me it's not going to end on a cliffhanger. I don't want that in my life.
I get the feeling it may well. Unless this gets wrapped up very, very quickly.
He's the only one who's ever survived that attack, and now goodbye!
AP Shoto!
My god, you weren't wrong with that Cooking Master Boy comparison, Volk.
I tell you, if we see this guy in episode 16, I'm gonna flip a lid. You shouldn't have done that. It's just gonna be a ping-pong battle of deflecting it back and forth.
So what he did was he cast fire, and then the dude countered it, and it became his fire, and now Natsu can eat that.
And now he's re-energized.
Once per episode attack!
I mean, credit to him, it's a good workaround.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about! Okay, music is playing. I don't think we're gonna end on a cliffhanger.
There is the matter of Lucy still being captured by the mafia dude.
Oh, son of a bitch. Do we have any more fairy tale to cover? Let me check December's stuff. Scrolling down. Yeah, fairy tale episodes 4 to 6.
Alright, we'll have to wait long to see what happens then, at the very least.
I'm closing that down. That was fairy tale episodes 1 to 3, Volk. How did you enjoy that?
That was actually very damn fun. I very much enjoyed that. It had the package of humor, it had decent action, it was paced well. It introduces a bunch of characters, but doesn't go into good detail about them just yet, because, well, there's no real need to just yet. But I imagine we'll hear more about the likes of Grey Full Broken or Full Breaker or whatever his name is.
Yeah, indeed.
Later down the line. And we've still got the Mystery of the Night as well, so plenty still to look forward to, but a very strong few episodes. I'm quite impressed.
Indeed. I enjoyed that a lot. Animation was great. Characters very likable and engaging. Magic stuff is cool as shit. Music, great. So yeah, I'm looking forward to covering episodes 4 to 6, but we're going for our backlog now at a pretty speedy clip, so it won't be right away, but you will get more fairy tales soon, so stay tuned for that. And if you want your own Patreon TV comms, guys, check patreon.com/HellfireComms. You can check out the tier prices, and you can get up to an hour's worth of comms, or as many minutes as went into doing these things. I won't nitpick going over an hour slightly, so don't worry about that. And yeah, we'll see you next time for another batch of HellfireComms Patreon TV comms. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.